Okay. So we're going to go ahead and get started in a comfortable cross-legged seat or any comfortable seat of your choice. Sitting up nice and tall. Keeping your hands on your knees or the tops of your thighs, whatever works best for your body today. And I want you to begin to soften your gaze or close your eyes and start to focus on your breath. Noticing how your chest rises and falls with each breath. Taking a nice smooth inhale in and exhaling, slowly releasing the breath out. And with each breath, I want you to release any tension you notice in your body. Just letting that tension melt away with each exhale. Maybe even noticing how your sitting bones are becoming more grounded, more rooted to the earth with each breath. Now I want you to imagine as you inhale the breath coming down to your heart. And with each breath in, filling your heart with love, with gratitude for the things and people around you. Connecting to your heart center. Maybe with each breath, you think of something that you're grateful for. Being grateful for this moment, this time of peace. Keep breathing in that energy into your heart center. Now with each exhale, I want you to breathe out love, compassion, maybe even kindness out to those around you. Or even to yourself. Continuing to surround yourself with this loving energy. Maybe even creating a bubble surrounding you that is full of love for yourself and for others. Maybe even imagining this bubble keeping you safe, protected. Continue to surround yourself with this loving energy with each breath. Now you're going to take your hands, heart center, prayer hands, thumbs up against your chest, connecting to your heart. I'm going to have you repeat some phrases from a very well-known prayer called Ho'oponopono. Now, Ho'oponopono is a prayer or a meditation that helps send love and reconciliation to whoever may need it at this time. So as you repeat these phrases to yourself, the person that comes up in your mind's eye, just imagine them. Imagine yourself looking into this person's eyes as you repeat the phrases I will say aloud. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. Continue to say these phrases to yourself as you imagine the person in your mind's eye, looking into their eyes and saying those phrases to them. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. Now, as you bring your awareness back to the space, back to your body, connect back to your breath. And before we begin our practice this afternoon, you can set a dedication or intention for the class today. Sending out love and kindness and peace to all, to yourself, or to a loved one. Maybe even having the intention of sending love, kindness, and compassion to someone who is in need. Now, once you've set your intention or dedication, if you have your eyes closed, you can gently blink them open. Taking a breath in and exhaling it out. Inhaling in, bringing your awareness back to the space, and exhaling it out. Now from here, keeping your hands at heart center, you're going to interlace your fingers as if you're making a fist with both hands. So on your inhale, you're going to straighten your arms with your fingers interlaced out in front of you. Feel free to take a couple side stretches here as you extend your arms out. Feeling that nice opening in your shoulders and your back. And on your next breath in, you're going to bring those interlaced palms close to your heart, bending the elbows. Inhale, straightening your arms. Exhale, bending the elbows, palms interlaced, coming towards the chest. Straighten. Exhale, bend the elbows. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, bend the elbows. Inhale, straighten the arms. Exhale, bend the elbows. Fingers are still interlaced. Continue this motion with your breath. Inhaling, straighten the arms. Exhale, bending the elbows. Palms come towards the chest. With your breath, inhale, straighten. Exhale, bend the elbows. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, bending the elbows. As you continue with this motion, you may start to feel your energy shift. Maybe even some emotions coming up. If you have some things come up, that's okay. Just acknowledge them as you continue to move your arms by straightening them and bending them. Keeping connected with your breath and the movement of your arms. Now, when you've straightened out your arms, keeping your fingers interlaced, you're going to flip the palm over so that your arms are straight where your palms are interlaced facing outward. On your breath in, you're going to reach your arms up, just giving your sides a nice stretch. And start to move gently from side to side, starting with the left side, coming back to center, reaching over to the right. Just gentle side to side movement here with your breath. If it's more comfortable for you, you can flip your palms and have them facing down towards your head, if that's more comfortable for you too. Rocking your body, your torso side to side. Just noticing how it feels when you move your body. Taking one more round on each side. Now coming back to center, we're going to float our hands down to the sides. And then on our breath in, we're going to reach them up as if we were lifting the sky with our hands. Exhale, bring the hands down to your mat. Inhale, reach it up. This gentle movement with the arms, up and down, following your breath. Inhaling, the palms coming up, lifting the sky with your hands. On your breath out, lowering the hands, floating them down to the mat. Inhale, floating the hands up. And on your breath out, floating the hands down to your mat. Now we're going to come forward into our tabletop. If you need some extra support underneath your knees, feel free to use a blanket. We'll take a few rounds of cat and cow. So shoulders in line with your wrists, pelvis is engaged. On your inhale, drop the belly. And exhaling, rounding the spine. Dropping the belly for cow. Rounding the spine for cat. With your breath, on your inhale, coming into cow. And on your exhale, coming into cat. Following your breath. Taking one more round of cat and cow. Dropping the belly for cow on your inhale. And coming into cat on your exhale. Now we're going to come back into tabletop. And we're going to extend our left leg out, toes curl under, and we're going to rock back and forth on our left calf. Just waking up the calf. Working out any kinks. Now coming back into stillness, we're going to pivot the left heel down, coming into modified side plank, so you can stay here, or you can reach your left arm up, connecting with your breath. And on your next exhale, you can bring your left hand back down to the mat, pivoting your left toes, having your left knee meet your right. Coming back into tabletop. On your next inhale, you're going to bring your right leg out, toes curled under, waking up the calf, rocking front to back, nice and gentle. Now coming back into stillness, you're going to pivot your right heel down. You can stay here, or you can come into full modified side plank by reaching your right arm up. And exhaling your right hand back down onto the mat. Right knee meets the left. So we're going to inhale our left leg up, toes pointing down. And we're going to bring our left foot forward in between our hands. Now you can use your blocks for extra support, just frame them on either side of your foot, or you can keep your hands on your mat. Maybe rocking back and forth on your left leg just to move the thigh, the hip. Now bringing the left knee in line with the left ankle, we're going to keep our right hand on the block or the mat, and we're going to twist, reaching our left arm up. And then bringing our left hand back down onto the block or the mat. Now we're going to bring our right knee to meet our left. We're going to bring our right knee forward, or right foot forward in between the blocks or between our hands if you don't have any blocks. So you can keep your hands on the blocks or on the mat. And we're just going to gently rock back and forth, waking up the thigh, the hip, just nice and gentle. Just rocking back and forth with the breath. Now you're going to bring your right knee in line with your ankle. And you're going to place keep your left hand on the mat or to the block. And then you're going to take your twist by reaching your right arm up to the sky. Gentle twist. And then bringing your right hand back down onto the mat or the block. Now we're going to bring our left knee up, step it forward, and then we're going to rise up and reach up, and then exhale our hands to heart center. Now we're going to do a few modified sun salutations just to warm up the body. Inhale, reach up. On your exhale, float your hands down to the mat or the block. Step your left foot back, lower the back knee. Rise up, reach your arms up. Float your hands down to the blocks or the mat. Back knee comes up. Step it forward. Rise up, reach up. Hands to heart. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, float your hands to the mat or the block. Step your right foot back. Lower your back knee. Rise up, reach up. Float your hands down to the mat or the blocks. Back knee comes up. Step it forward. Rise up, reach it up. Hands to heart center. Namaste. Inhale up. Exhale, float your hands to the mat or the blocks. Left leg comes out. Lower the left knee. Rise up. Arms come up. Float your hands down. Back knee comes up. Step it forward. Rise up. Hands to heart. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, float it down. Step the right leg back. Lower the right knee. Rise up. Arms come up. Float your hands down to the mat or the blocks. Back knee comes up. Step it forward. Rise up, reach up. Hands to heart. So we're going to do the same flow with a twist. Inhale, reach it up. Exhale, float your hands down to the mat or the block. Step your left foot back. Lower the back knee. Rise up, reach up. Bring your left hand to the mat or the block, taking your twist. Right arm to the sky. Exhale, right hand onto the mat or the block. Lift the back knee. Step it forward. Rise up, reach up. Hands to heart. Inhale up. Exhale, float the hands down. Step your right foot back. Lower the right knee. Rise up. Exhale, bring your right hand to the mat or the block, coming into your twist. Left arm comes up. Exhale, left hand comes to the mat or the block. Back knee comes up. Step it forward. Rise up, reach it up. Exhale, hands to heart. So now we're going to place our hands on our hips. And we're going to step our foot back so that we're coming into a wide-legged stance. If this is uncomfortable for your legs, you can always bring your legs closer for a much shorter stance. So whatever stance works for you, just listen to your body. So here we're going to stand in our power pose. And on our next exhale, we're going to bring our left knee out, bending at a 90-degree angle. Our right leg is straightened. We're going to come into warrior two, arms come out. Nice proud chest, shoulders are relaxed. And on your next inhale in, you're going to straighten that front leg, bring up your arms, palms come together. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reach it up. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, warrior two. And from here, we're going to come into triangle pose. So feel free to keep a block next to the arch of your front foot. And on your next breath in, you're going to straighten the front leg. And as you exhale, you're going to glide forward as if someone was pulling you forward. Exhale, bring your left hand onto the block, to the shin or to your ankle. Right arm comes up for triangle pose. Now, in our meditation, we were talking about, or I was talking about our heart energy center. And with triangle pose, this helps to open up our heart center or our heart energy center. Remembering to breathe, connect to your breath. On your next breath in, we're going to come back into warrior two, bending that front knee. And on our next breath in, we're going to straighten the front knee again, and we're going to pivot so that we're taking our warrior two to the back of our mat. And feel free to grab your block as you transition, having that close by for when we go into triangle. Nice proud chest. And on your next breath in, you're going to straighten the leg, reach the palms up together. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reach it up. Warrior two. Breath in, reach up, palms come together. Come back into your warrior two. We'll do one more. Breath in, palms come together, front leg straightens. Breath out, we come back into warrior two. And on your next breath in, you're going to straighten the front leg. And then exhale, glide forward, coming into your triangle pose. Bringing your right hand to the block or to a block, the shin or your ankle. Always listen to your body. Taking a few more breaths in triangle. And on your next breath in, you're going to come back up, warrior two. And then you're going to inhale, straighten that front leg, bring your hands to your waist. Toes or feet are in line with the top and back of your mat. We're going to pivot so that we are facing the front of our mat. We're going to step forward. And we're going to inhale, reach up, hands to heart. Inhale, reach it up. And then we're going to float our hands down to the mat or the blocks, bringing our knees onto the mat. Beginning our restorative part of the class. So the first position I'm going to have you get into is a supported or restorative wide-legged fold. So you're going to need your blocks, and if you don't have blocks, that's perfectly okay. You're going to bring your legs out wide, and you're going to stack your blocks one on top of the other, so that when you forward fold, your forehead rests on the blocks. Again, you can use books if you need extra height. If you don't have blocks, that's perfectly okay. You can just simply rest your hands in between your legs on the mat and just rest your head as you fold forward. And as you come into this pose, start to connect back with your breath. Coming back to how it feels good to breathe. Beginning to slow down your breath as you rest in this pose. And with each breath you take, just let all the stress, the tension that you might be noticing melt away. Letting your body just relax in this pose. Making sure you release your arms, your hands, your body to the mat. Just letting everything melt and surround you with ease. Now, when you are ready, beginning to make any gentle movements in your body. When you're ready, you can sit up into an upright seat so we can prepare for our next restorative pose. So taking a blanket or a bolster, but if you have a blanket, I'm going to have you just roll it up. I like to call this my jelly roll. So I have my rolled up blanket here, and always feel free to use a bolster. So taking a rolled up blanket, or if you have a bolster, you're going to place it underneath the knees. And we're going to do a restorative seated forward fold. So in this pose, your knees are slightly bent. If you want to add an additional blanket, if it's a little low for you, you can stack another rolled blanket on top so your knees are more supported. Usually in a regular seated forward fold, we have our legs straight out, but since this is restorative, we're going to have our knees slightly bent, resting on the bolster or the blanket. And you can feel free to grab yourself a pillow. One or two will do, whatever your comfort is. And you can place the pillow or a stack of pillows on the tops of your thighs. And when you've gotten yourself all comfortable, you're going to inhale your arms up and gently forward fold with your chest resting on the pillow. Your hands are going to come to the mat and rest gently on the mat. Again, if you need extra support, you can always feel free to put an extra pillow right on top. But coming into your forward fold, you're relaxing your feet, your hands, your head, your neck, your shoulders, and your entire body. And again, as you begin to get comfortable in your restorative forward fold, come back to your breath. You may even notice a difference with your breath as you begin to settle into the pose. Allowing your body to completely relax and release any areas that you may be holding on to. Just let that go with each breath. Now beginning to come back to your breath, I'm going to offer a couple of options for Shavasana today. If you wish, you can remain in your restorative forward fold, or you can come into supported Shavasana by simply taking the pillow that you had on your lap or on top of your thighs and laying back on your mat, placing that pillow underneath your neck, still keeping that rolled up blanket or your bolster underneath your knees. And if you choose to be in supported Shavasana, you can bring your arms out to your side and bring your awareness to your body being supported by the mat. Maybe even noticing how the pillow supports your neck, keeping you comfortable. Or maybe noticing how the bolster or the rolled up blanket supports your knees, your lower body. Coming back to your breath and coming back to that notion of the breath coming into your heart, filling you with love and kindness and compassion. And exhaling that love, kindness, and compassion to the people around you and to yourself, surrounding you in this beautiful protective space you've created. And to end our class today, I will leave you with some words of wisdom. Even through the most darkest of times or challenging times we may face, always remember you are loved and you are supported by everyone around you. Just remember, you are loved. Now starting to bring your awareness back to the space, back to your body. You can begin to wiggle your fingers and your toes and rock your head from side to side. And on your next breath in, bring your arms above your head, palms touching. And as you exhale, stopping your hands at your forehead for kind thoughts. Bringing them down to your mouth for kind words. And bringing hands to heart center for sharing love and kindness with yourself and with others. I thank each and every one of you for joining me this afternoon. May love, light, and peace be with each and every one of you throughout the rest of your day, your weekend, and your upcoming week. Thank you for joining me. Namaste.